Stewart Robson then here ahead of the Champions League final. The big international news, however, today is that Neymar has been stripped of the Brazilian captaincy, going to his PSG teammate Dani Alves. How much of a statement is this from Tite regarding Neymar's position within the Brazilian side?
Well, I still think he's going to be their number one player. He's just now not the captain. But if it was me, I would never make Neymar the captain anyway, because he's a player that is a great individual, but I don't think he's a team player. Everything revolves around him. When he's having a sulk, you know, he wants everybody to know he's having a sulk. I wouldn't say he's a great leader of other players. I wouldn't say he's a great example to other players. He's had his problems with every club he's been to. I've never been a great fan of his style of football. I love the way he can go past people, but the way he dives and rolls around, the way that he tries to delay attacks at times. When he just does the job, goes past people, gets crosses and gets shots away, that's when he's a top-class player. But he indulges himself too much, and I'm not sure that's the right person you want as a captain.
But it's a big statement. And really, surely, if you want to get the best out of your best player, is it not a better option to actually just kind of try not to rock the boat?
But it didn't work at the World Cup, did it? At the World Cup, he was the captain, he was the leader. It didn't really work for him because he wanted to take all the adulation, and he wanted to take all the accolades. He wanted to roll around on the side of the field. He wanted to roll around every time he was tackled. That's not what you want from a captain. You want somebody that's a good professional, that's going to lead others and lead by example. Dani Alves is a good choice.
Altercation, of course, that clash with the fan that we saw, that obviously hasn't helped things. How much of a contributing factor would that be as a manager in your eyes? Or would it be more about what's going on kind of in the locker room?
I think that would actually be a reason to keep him as the captain. If you had an altercation with the fan, to say, look, I'm going to make my own decisions. I'm not going to let the fans dictate to me what should and shouldn't happen. But Neymar is a person that divides opinion.
Yeah.
And there'll be lots of people that say it's the wrong decision, like you're suggesting that give him the captain, keep him in the captaincy because he's an outstanding player, you get the best out of him. But when I look at the Brazilian side and I see that he's their main man in terms of the captaincy, I see a chink in their armour. When he's just a player and he's doing the best he possibly can, that's when Brazil will be a better team.
When we talk about Neymar in that conversation, the best players in the world, it normally is Messi, Ronaldo, whatever order, we won't go into that, but then Neymar's third. It's a pretty a general discussion we had. Is that right? Is that where you would have Neymar? Is he still...
I personally wouldn't, and I never have done, because I think he's more of a showman than actually what he does. Yes, he's done well at certain times, but I always said that Barcelona would be a better team without him. They couldn't have him and Messi in the same side because the defensive side of the game went totally out the window. Neymar only runs back when he needs to, only defends when he wants to, and you can't have that sort of player as a captain.
So the big question is, from the Brazilian point of view, is what sort of Neymar will we see in the Copa America this summer?
If he's a good professional, if he's a good character, and he is a top-class player, one of the best three in the world, as you mentioned, then he's got to put in good performances, and he's got to be their best player.
Stewart Robson, thank you very much. There's a lot more from us to come here as we count down to kick-off for the Champions League final, and you can keep it here on ESPNFC.com.